I made this model of the personality that is split after a traumatic experience. And my idea is, and my experience is, that if we were before the traumatic experience, we were a person, a whole person somehow, a whole person, integrated person. After the experience of a trauma, we are split in 3 different parts of personality. And the one part I call the healthy part. The second part I call the traumatized part. And the third I call surviving parts. And this act after the traumatic experience independently. Instead of being one person, having one personality, after the trauma experience, we have 3 different personalities, sub-personalities that act independently from each other. And so that needs, of course, some definitions, and it's very important. It was very important for me to have some clear ideas about what belongs to the healthy structure of our psyche, and what belongs to the surviving parts of our psyche, and what belongs to the traumatized parts of our psyche. So, just some ideas. What means healthy? Being in a healthy state. That means your perception is clear and realistic. That means you are capable to regulate your feelings, to deal with your feelings. May it be anxieties, may it be hate or whatever, love. You can deal with it. You don't have to run away from your feelings. And you are in good contact with yourself. You feel that I'm centered in myself. I can think, I can feel, I can perceive, and not one part is out and one part is in. And then in this state, you can make safe bonds to others and also dissolve bonds if necessary, if they are not healthy. You can reflect what you are doing. You can take over responsibility for that you're really responsible for. You love the truth. Because you love the truth, that means you stay in contact with reality. Whenever we lie, we deny reality. And and from this we can be optimistic. We have some basic confidence that we can solve our problems. That is, there's a way out. There we find something. Even if we do not know how it goes particularly, but we know we will find a way. Some way we find a solution for our problems. True autonomy we talked before, and these healthy parts are also these parts that in the end are able to confront trauma, to confront ourselves again with the traumatic situation afterwards then in therapy. We need our healthy part to deal with trauma. Then the second part, the surviving parts, it took me some years to study, and I am still studying it. You can study it in psychotherapy, you can study it watching TV, you can study reading newspapers. In everyday life, you can study our surviving parts. And that's their job is, and their main duty is to construct and guard the splits in the psyche. That's their obligation. They need to do that. And they're like watchers, they're soldiers, standing in front when there's somebody trying to break down these borders and say, go there. Oh, it's dangerous. Don't do it. So how do they do it? For example, by denying that there was a trauma. Oh, it didn't happen. It could not. In my case, it didn't happen. Maybe another person has suffered from a trauma, but no. It was not so worse. It was not so huge. And though they're always keeping the traumatized parts out of consciousness, out of our everyday life, they try to do it by avoiding memories. They do it by controlling. They're very good controllers. They're doing by looking for compensations. If I cannot get the feelings, what I needed, the symbiotic needs that I have, I do not get it by good contact with others. I take it by drugs or pills or whatever it is. So it helps them not to go too deep into the real reasons and causes of the events. Yeah, and they produce splits. If necessary, if one strategy runs out, then they have a newer strategy and split the older strategy off. They do the best that they can to guard the split. Yeah, and the third part, the characteristics of the traumatized parts are the following, as I've found out. They are those who store the memory of the trauma. They know all about it, what happened. They are always in the same age as when they were when the original trauma occurred. That means if the trauma was in the year of 2 years, when you have been 2 years and you were traumatized, then this traumatized part in you is 2-year-old child. And they're still engaged with the trauma process. They can be triggered suddenly, some smell or some rumor or something you see that reminds you, triggers the trauma. They come suddenly up, and then the surviving parts are coming and suppressing them again. And what's very important is they want to be released. They are there. They wait for us. They wait for the healthy parts to address them and to go into contact with them and help them to come out of the state of trauma.